Dust off your jumpsuits and wear your sideburns with pride. The biggest number of Elvis Presley fans, wannabes, and impersonators gathered for the birthday of the king of rock and roll. The Beat was there at the scene.
He never died and he never will. Let's relive the music, fashion style, and inimitable life of the immortal king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was born into humble circumstances and rose to launch a sterling career with his commanding voice and charismatic stage presence. For many years, he's tagged as the undisputed king of rock and roll. Born January 8, 1935 in East Tupelo, Mississippi, Elvis was the son of Gladys and Vernon Presley. He grew up exposed to gospel music of the Pentecostal Church. In 1948, his family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, where he was exposed to blues and jazz on Beale Street. After graduating from high school in 1953, Elvis visited the Memphis Recording Service, where its owner and producer Sam Phillips was struck by the plaintive emotion in his vocals. Statistically, Elvis holds 107 top 40 records, 38 top 10 hits, 10 consecutive number 1 hits, and 80 singles, spending the most number of weeks at number 1. In 2005, for the 5th straight year, Forbes magazine named Elvis the top earning deceased celebrity, grossing $45 million or almost 2 billion pesos. That's why up to this day, a lot of people are still fascinated with this legendary idol. Take for example, Chito Bertol, who's still all shook up over Elvis. Yan ang flag na personally owned by Elvis Presley, di po ba?
That's right. Kaya hindi pinapalaban niya, mahirap na.
Kasi nakawakan na niya, no? Chito's zest for life comes mostly from enjoying the songs, movies, concerts, and anything connected with his musical idol.
Don't mess around with me.
And his fascination with Elvis made him form the Elvis Presley Friendship Club Philippines International. Last January 31, Elvis fans, young and old alike, all came to Enchanted Kingdom to celebrate the so-called Elvis Month.
Elvis never died. Elvis is still alive. And on January, the last day of January, we celebrate his birthday, right? He was born in January. And we thought of tying up with one of the Elvis fans clubs in the Philippines, the only one identified and, of course, recognized by Graceland.
A parade of Elvis lookalikes walk around the theme park and wave to all spectators. Each participant came wearing his best Elvis Presley costume. How did you start being a fan?
Well, first you have to like the music, enjoy Elvis looks, and everything about Elvis.
What is the best trait of Elvis? What do you like most about him?
Yeah, he's religioso. And then he's a very generous person. And then he is a good singer. And actually, he was given the title Artist of the Century. Oh my God, that's not easy. Even Frank Sinatra couldn't do it. Get that? Elvis, rock, shake, rattle, and roll.
This is my Priscilla and my Lisa Marie.
He's 3 years old and I think he's the youngest Elvis already. Your hair, paano mo siya napataas ng ganyan?
Lots of spraying it.
Lots of spraying it. One of them is the well-known Elvis from Japan, Douglas Masuda.
He's been dead 32 years. He still has #1 songs, and his estate earns $50 million a year every year. Whoever heard of such a thing?
Douglas's Elvis costume weighs 20 to 30 kilos because of the expensive stones studded on it. He also has 12 Elvis costumes that each cost around 40 to 50,000 pesos. So that's how much you love Elvis.
I guess so, but I didn't think about it like that. You just don't do them one at a time, and then you say, "Oh my God, that's a car."
Right Right after the parade, the Elvis lookalikes competed for the Elvis Sing-Alike contest. Each contestant sang his heart out, belting Elvis's famous hits. Everyone enjoyed while singing and dancing a la Elvis. Almost 14 Elvis wannabes performed on stage, a virtual mini concert to pay homage to the king of rock and roll. In the end, 35-year-old Eric Alvarez bagged the grand prize as the Elvis lookalike.
But now you're only 35, so you're quite young to be a fan. Paano ka namulat?
Father ko. Every waking moment, papatugog siya ng mga Elvis songs. Kaya parang yung fascination ko sa kanya nandun kay Elvis.
Indeed, after almost 32 years, Elvis Presley's memories and legacy live on in the hearts of his fans.
We all like Elvis. Elvis doesn't have an age. Meaning to say he's the greatest American idol, the greatest of all times. Up to now, it's timeless. Yeah.